Good evening. It is Monday. We are back to Mondays. It's going to take a while for me to say Mondays. And it is time for Uncensored. As we were watching that intro then, I was sort of looking at all the various bits and thinking, crikey, there's some old videos in there. That took me by surprise for a little bit. I've got long hair in one of them.
That N64, that Japanese N64 game looks phenomenal, doesn't it?
Oh, here come the clowns.
Here come the clowns.
Bring them in. We have got lots and lots and lots to talk about tonight. Lots of cool stuff. We've also got Timmy's tanks coming in. See if anyone in the chat can actually beat us this time. But yes, let's go round this evening. We have got Blunners.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I have gifted someone, Mark L. You have leveled up. So I hope you enjoy that, Mark.
Super duper. And also Triangle Face Tim.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We have got a full chat so far this evening as well. We've got Mr. Timothy Earnshaw. Good evening, Tim. Rob Taylor. Good evening, Rob. Toxo. Nice to see you. The man, the myth, the legend, Dave Newland. We've got Colin Brown. Good to see you, Colin. I hope you're keeping good. Mike Holton, happy Monday. It is indeed. It's a much happier Monday now. We're not at work. Cabbage Face. Oh, yes. Those poor buggers and their tariffs and not going to be able to get that Nintendo. Good evening. Oh, hang on a second.
By Conroy. Is that?
Yeah. Spell it phonetically in the chat for me so I don't butcher your poor name. Good evening. It is wonderful to see all of you in the chat. You are all very, very welcome. Let's get straight to it. God, that music really does make me chuckle. It's great. First topic. Also in the chat, let us know as well. What are you playing? So, Blunoise, let us start with you.
Yeah, so I've just been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm about level 23 now, so a lot more of the maps I'm able to go into certain areas of just out getting absolutely wiped out. Still trying to go around doing a little bit of missions whilst I'm still going to the top of all the buildings, but it doesn't open up the map like it used to. So like you go to the top of the building, then instantly you get like that whole section wiped out. No, it literally just gives you like the other bits. You still have clouds of places where you haven't been. Mm-hmm. So yeah, which is a bit weird. But I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. Like I thought that clears the whole lot. Nah. So yeah, you find yourself then actually going and checking. Like there'll be little question marks of points of interest that you can go to. But I'm forgetting how you say his name. It's like Yish, the guy anyway, the guy character. Yishi, I can't remember saying it's like Yushi or something like that. His name is. It's really odd. Completely different play style. So I've gone from being like this classic assassin, diving up, using your rope, using your triangle face worms ninja rope, going up everywhere, to an absolute beefcake guy that can't. You basically just go, you know what, fuck it. You just go through and just start killing everyone, start smashing your way through like a bulldozer. You can even like upgrade your run where you can just run and smash through like wooden doors and stuff and into like bigger enemies and that. You feel bigger, you feel sluggish, you can't jump, you can't climb. So like, I mean, you just like, you're like, yeah, you find yourself, it's a completely different way to play the game. I only unlocked him last night where I haven't really been doing many of the missions. Mm-hmm. I've been just leveling myself up other ways. But yeah, finding a completely different play style. Don't get me wrong, it's an Assassin's Creed game. I want to be an assassin. But there's some points where you just think, oh, I can't be asked. Just go and smash all these people up. And you're just like an absolute, like, whereas I've just done, there's all different types of weapons. So I've just like gone for like the old samurai sword. So I've leveled up that and leveled up him. I haven't bothered with any of the other weapons yet because obviously they all play differently. So yeah, you find yourself just absolutely just cutting heads off and just decapitating fools. Love it. Such a phenomenal game. I'm hoping it ties me over until the Switch 2 comes out. But yeah, that is what I've been playing, man. It literally just Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's good because it feels like it's been a long time coming. to be able to play an Assassin's Creed in that sort of era, you know. So it's great that it's good, and I'm really pleased that people are enjoying it. 100%. Triangle Face, what are you playing?
I'm kind of playing a mixture of things. My main game at the moment that I'm playing, so I kind of want to get to the end so I can play some other stuff now, is Final Fantasy 15. Because I've been on that for a while. So like, if I can get that done, I can then look at my list and see what I want to start next. I have been really enjoying it. It's definitely got to the point now. I was like, right, I'm going to stop doing all the side quests. I'm going to follow the main storyline for a bit, see if I can get near the end. And there's definitely a shift in tone. I don't really want to give any spoilers for anyone that's not played it, but I think the vibe at the start of the game was like quite a chill game. It's like, we're going to go for a drive, we're going to go camping, you're going to go fishing, we'll ride some chocobos. It'd be great. It's just like, guys, on a holiday before he goes off. It's basically a stag do. Oh, hello, Alistair. And that, it kind of has that. I think a few people said it's like you're playing a game that's based on a stag do because you're all going to a wedding.
It's like boy band simulator.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like you're a boy band, you're driving around, you're fighting monsters, everything's cool. And all the characters like have banter amongst themselves. You're playing, you know, coming up with new recipes to cook and all that sort of thing. And it's like, oh, this is just quite a fun little pleasant game. We've got to the point now where one of the characters has been injured badly, some bad stuff's gone down, and no matter how like hard you've fought against all these monsters and stuff, is it GLaDOS, the like bodyguard guy? He's just being a dick. And it's like, why are you being such a dick? It's like Noctis has been through some stuff, and he's being really hard on him to the point where I really don't like him now. It's like back off, Noctis. Stop being such an ass. And yeah, that's where I've got to now the game. So I don't know if those things come back around again, they get along again. But at this point in the game, I'm like, I'm not happy that they're not friends anymore, because they were like really good friends throughout the whole game until this point.
Yeah,
I've only got a few more chapters to go, so obviously it's shifted in tone because this storyline's getting more serious, and some things are going down on it now. In terms of like the gameplay and stuff, though, it's great. You know, like the fighting and leveling up and stuff, and all the different mechanics in it. But it's also very bloated. There's too much to do, in my opinion. I've been doing all the different side quests, and it's been going on. He's always like, explain yourself. Just want to kind of wrap it up now so I can play something else. Other than that, I have been dipping into quite a few games on the Steam Deck, because I've bought a few bundles. And if you're on the Facebook group, you'll see I've been posting loads of free games. So I've been kind of browsing the free games on Steam as well. And what's the game? I'm just going to check the name of that game I was playing, which I've kind of been playing quite a bit of recently. Where are we? I've got my Steam Deck here. Just going to remind myself what I've been playing recently. What's it called? I've been playing RoboCop Rogue City as well.
Oh, great. Love that game.
Well, I think that's now free on PlayStation.
Yeah,
and I just bought it on Steam. I bought it for like $10, and I was like, I just paid for that. So I'm playing it on the Steam Deck because I paid for it on the Steam Deck. And I'm not playing the PlayStation where it's free. And then the other one I picked up was that The Children of Clay.
Okay.
It's quite
interesting. Children of Clay, never heard of it.
It's a free one, so it's a free one game. If I want to give it a go. I'm a bit stuck there. I'm like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. But you're basically investigating this artifact to try and figure out what's going on. And there it is. So I've been playing a game called Super Space Club, which is basically like an asteroids game with loads of like a roguelite asteroids game. And I've been playing a game called Aerial Knights Never Yield, which is like a constant running game, and you have to like slide under stuff, jump over stuff, and jump through glass and that sort of thing to keep running. So a nice pick up and play game. I got that on the Steam Deck. So yeah,
Nice. I also have been playing quite a lot of Steam Deck. I have been playing Angerfoot. I am really enjoying that. That is a fantastic pick up, put down game. If I'm just in the mood, because sometimes I go through a phase every year for about, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months, where I almost just don't play video games at all. And I catch up on tons of things like TV shows. Yeah, it's so good, man. So I tend to catch up on like lots of TV shows or things that I'm just not doing while I'm normally gaming. So the Steam Deck and Angerfoot is a really great way to just sort of play, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes sometimes. And I've got my little kick. I've got satisfaction out of it. But it's really addictive because every level has you can 3-star every level. There's certain things you need to do in every level to get the 3 stars. So it might be complete the level in 40 seconds, or use kick only, so don't shoot anybody, or only do headshots in certain levels. And it's great. So every level has got so much repeat play, and it's also got a little bit of, because the levels are very small, they're very short, and they're very contained, it's got replayability, like to want to learn the level so that you can be efficient with going into the room and either annihilating everybody or not annihilating anybody to just make it through the level quickly. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Mr. Newland, I highly recommend you check it out. Yeah, dead cool. Really, really good game. I have also been playing a little bit of Resi 4. I think I'm at the end. I'm close to the end anyway. I want to say how much I love it, but I just think it's a good game. You know, a lot of people really fell over themselves for this remake, and I think of the remakes that they've done, I actually think it's not the best. I think it's the worst of all three. That doesn't mean it's a bad game, so you know, don't be putting words in my mouth, as some people like to say. It's just not. It's not the best of the three. Resident Evil 2 is still the absolute nuts when it comes to those remakes. Resident Evil 3 is also very good. It's just a bit too short for my liking. And Resident Evil 4 is incredible. Like, the graphics are just stunning. The play style's fantastic. I'm just kind of a bit bored. So I think I remember Resident Evil 4 a lot better than I do actually playing it again. So
I think, like, when the remake came out, I'd only recently finished playing the VR version, so I was like, I've just finished playing through this game, so I'm not gonna like go back and play it again. Just finished it.
I could see it being fun in VR because there's a, especially with the PS2 style graphics as well. That would be a really interesting, fun gimmick to play through. And even the new one, playing that in VR, I think would be absolutely fantastic. But there's just something about it where I'm just a tad bored now. It's like it's outstaying its welcome. I think I've been playing it for like, and it probably is my fault as well. I am running through the levels and just trying to find everything. I really want to find as many of the little, you know, gems I can find so that I can sell them to get the best gear that I can at the moment. So I am kind of dragging it out a bit myself. And if I'd done it with a guide, I'd probably been able to have done it a heck of a lot quicker. But so I think I'm reaching like the 25-hour mark, which for a Resident Evil game is like, that's too long. It's far too long. I always remember Resident Evil 6 being sort of like 45 hours, and you're like, nah, this is not good. Resident Evil needs to be 9-10 hours max. So yeah, it's good though. It is good. I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on the game. And then I've had this sat on the shelf for maybe a couple of weeks, and I should really play some of the backlog stuff I've got, but with all the chatter and all the hype around the movie at the minute, I thought it was time to jump back to Minecraft. So I've got the Minecraft PS5 version. It's lovely. It's Minecraft. You know, there's nothing bad about this game whatsoever. It is the most enjoyable sit back and relax type game. I really like it. It still plays incredibly well. So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So really pleased. And graphically as well. I know it's still blocks and whatnot, but it just looks really good. Really, really good. I think that's me at the moment. So yeah, lots of people saying the games they're playing in the chat. I know Shems has said she's doing the Dark Souls remaster. Dark Souls.
Alice going to go and play Switch 2 event. I haven't heard back. I'm still checking my emails to make sure to see if I've been invited. But I have managed to pre-order one, so I'm happy about that.
Amazing. Al, please, if you do get to take some pictures, take some pictures, chuck them in the Total Video Gamers Facebook group. I'll be really, really interested if you get an opportunity to. So there's quite a few people in the chat. I know Mag said he was playing Atomfall. How is it? It looks wonderful. It's on my list. but my list is getting bigger and bigger and slightly more terrifying. So, yeah, let me know how that is. I'm sure I saw something else in the chat that someone said they were playing. Oh, Shem's asked me where I was for the Switch thingy. I said I had a major trouser accident.
No, the Evercade one, Monday.
Oh, the Evercade one. Yes, no,
Last
I did.
Monday.
I had a major trouser accident.
And Colin will ask a question at the end, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
so all the questions people are asking, we're going to stick them to the start bits, and we'll jump on it later. So, okay, what shall we do next? What should we do next? Looking at the roster.
Put it to the.
Okay, chat, we're going to give you the option. Do you want to hear our pitches, as we said a little while back?
I ain't got one.
Okay, you can judge. You can pick which one you like better.
Okay, so a little while. Let's do that. I'm not going to give the chat the opportunity. I'm going to dictate. I'm going to become.
You give and you take away.
I am. I'm going to be the dictator. Triangles flash game. So, if anyone remembers the last Uncensored, we went off on a tangent about Warner Brother games and the new Wonder Woman game that had been worked on, and it was being ditched, even though it would cost God knows how much money. And we said that there was a Flash game supposedly in the works as well, and that's also been canned. And we decided we would try and come up with a really good Flash game, because it's a mechanic which could be very cool if done right. So, with that, brothers, you can pick the best Flash game, and also in the chat want to hear what you would do to make the Flash work in a video game. Tim, I'm going to be a gentleman and let you go first.
Okay. When Tim said it, earlier, I was thinking, remember the old school like Java Flash games?
Yeah, a Flash game sounds like a Flash game. Yeah,
like
not
Magic,
a Flash game.
That one. Do you remember
the game about the Flash? Yeah, not a Flash.
That's what I was like, what are you on about? It threw me a bit.
Yes, very confusing. Cool. So I was thinking how the Flash game worked, because obviously the speedster element of it might be really chaotic. So I was thinking storyline wise, I always like the Flashpoint storyline. So something's changed in the past and it's messed up where you are. So that would be the nature of the game. But also the Speed Force has been corrupted. So you've got a Speed Force meter, which you can build up, and very similar to like the Spider-Man game, where you build up all your different abilities throughout the game. You'll extend how big the Speed Force meter is, and whenever you use Speed Force powers, it goes down. You have to wait for it to build back up again, and you'll get perks like it fills up quicker, it's got a maximum bar is fuller, that sort of thing. And you start getting all the different abilities, so you can like phase. If you hold down a certain button, when people shoot at you and stuff, it will just phase through you. If you're holding down the block rather than the block, you'll just phase and people can't shoot you. In terms of like the combat, I was thinking, right, it will go into flash time. So you hold down a button, everything slows down. You then look around and it would target everyone and line them up. And then when you let go of flash time, it will just go and jump around and do all the things you've set up. And it would just be cool to have some little animations, like he runs in, grabs someone's gun, and then when the sequence is finished, you just see him like taking the clip out of the gun and chucking it away and stuff like that. You can then zip to different positions, a bit like how in Spider-Man you would see the icon of where you can web zip to. Have that, but you would speed run to it. So if you saw the top of the building, you could look at it, press the button, he'd run at the building, go to the top. And that's how you would get about. If you're walking normally, you would just walk at normal speed. You would be activating Speed Force. But you can activate Speed Force, like leap between different locations and zoom. Then if you fast travel, you could go to your map, select where you want to go, and it would zoom behind you, and it would just actually see the Flash run to that location. If you run past a crime, you can press the slow down button, go in flash time, target all your people, go and take them all out, go back to running. So throughout the game, you'll be building up your abilities, and the aim of the game would be to get the Speed Force meter to be big enough to use an ability to run back in time, and that would be the end game bit where you'd go back in time and solve the Flashpoint problem. And then at the end of the game, once you've got that ability, use that so you go back to complete old missions, and that's how you kind of get end game content. That's pretty much it. So it would be a combat mechanic, and you wouldn't actually be running around at that speed all the time, but you would basically experience it in flash time and then chain things up and then go around. The other mechanic I was thinking of including, because it's very hard to have it that you would take much damage as the Flash. So a lot of the normal bank robbery kind of crimes you're going to break up, not against supervillains. It would be you would get score better based on collateral damage and bystanders and things like that. So you would have to kind of, the clear conditions for the mission would be to, stop the bank robbery without any casualties. And if someone else gets hurt, you then fail and have to try again rather than you getting stopped.
Nice. I like that.
I do like some David Newland ones as well.
Oh yes, this one here, yeah.
Game where you could make the surface a little clean with it. Or this one. Or do you mean a Flash game where you confuse the action hero Flash by flashing him?
I think we can combine all of them and have the Flash flashes you with a bottle of Flash in a Flash game. There you go.
I'm going to come up with a cool title for that.
Flashback. The Flash from behind.
So, mine was similarly also going to be based on Flashpoint because it's the easiest thing to dive into in terms of Flash lore.
It's the best story, though, isn't it?
I hadn't really thought too much about how we would get necessarily to the different parts in either the past or the future for Barry to kind of figure out all the various little bits. But my main end point would be determining on what you did in the game would determine the path that it took. So if you think of like a Quantic Dream game, where depending on the choices you make and what you say to who you say it to, that's going to determine which path your Barry Allen will take to get to the end. And there will be various ways in order for you to traverse the Speed Force by making different decisions, saving different people. Do you go down the route of letting Iris West die and all these things and effectively almost become Reverse Flash at the end, or would you go all the way, save everyone, become really happy? You could get different Bruce Waynes becoming different Batmen, or not all Bruce Wayne, sorry, but different people becoming Batman. I just figured you could do it that way based on the decisions and choices you make in the game to give you the different ends throughout the various points in the Flash timeline. I thought way too much about the running around part because I thought, you know what, that's what I would want to do the most. And I went with this idea that similarly you would have a Speed Force bar, because in the thing I really liked in the movies, there wasn't a lot I liked about Flash in the movies. But the things that I did like about Flash in the movies was the fact that he would talk that he would like burn calories all the time. So he was constantly having to eat, constantly having to snack on stuff. So I really liked this idea that that's how you would replenish yourself. So you could, if you were running past a hot dog vendor, you would, it would come up on your map. It would slow down ever so slightly to say that you're passing a vendor and did you want to eat the hot dogs that are at the stand? So you quickly throw those into your mouth to keep your speed going. And I guess it's a bit of a cheat, and it would have to look cool in order to be good, because the way I'm going to describe it is going to sound really shit. You would start running and everything around you would be like the screen starts would be moving really, really quickly, but you would be moving enough so that you could navigate where you were going. So it would look like you're moving really, really fast, but actually you would be able to traverse the world quite nicely and neatly by dodging things, running up the sides of buildings, going on cars. So imagine driving the Batmobile in Arkham Knight when it goes really fast and you hit like those jet, like the nitro stuff. Yeah, so you would have that. So you would just be, absolutely pegging it. But you could run up the sides of buildings, run over cars, all this kind of stuff. And I thought combat-wise, just rip off the Arkham series. Just every now and then you'd throw a couple of punches, but again, if your speed meter was high, you could activate that and just kind of everyone would be moving really slowly, but you'd be moving really quickly. I think yours sounds like a much more rounded game. I just really wanted to the option of choice, because that's the thing that Barry's crap at, is making a decision.
By
defective Flash.
A cheap camera. It's prompting my photos of his stepmother's circus has come back from Venice.
Everyone's got red eyes. I agree, Alistair. The TV show was pretty good.
Yes, it was good. I kind of lost a bit of interest towards the end, but it did have a good run for a while. It's just that it was quite cheesy, wasn't it? It's like, oh, how are we going to stop this? Well, it's a good thing we have a lab where we can invent whatever the plot requires.
Yes.
So we're going to have these metahuman dampening shackles, which we just invented last week.
Yep. So there we go. Mine is more based on decisions and the running factor, and everything else would just hopefully fall into place by somebody with better design skills than me.
Okay, it's over to you now, Blunners. You've got to pick which one you think is better.
No, yeah, I think I'll go with your one, Tim.
I would as well.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It actually felt like a game. Mine was just a concept.
Yeah, very monster of the week. Grey Alistair, that was good. Well, Joe, I know this is a bit of a tangent, but we can do tangents here. I particularly enjoyed the crossover event they had between the other Arrowverse shows. You had like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and they had the Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they just like folded in every DC franchise and every series and stuff all into like one big crossover episode. That was very cool, very well done. Especially like the bit where Constantine shows up and he goes, "Oh, I need to call in a favor from someone." He knocks on the back door of a nightclub, and it's Lucifer answers the door. So they tied in like the Lucifer series as well. I was like, that was unexpected. It's nice to see Lucifer in this. So, yeah.
It was genuinely good. I think the CW universe of stuff was just infinitely more accessible than the Snyderverse. I think they should have just run with the Snyderverse, if I'm totally honest, because that is some of my favorite iterations of some of the characters, like go down the dark route. But I liked how the CW was just a little bit lighter, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more fun. And you had that good contrast. Yeah, liked it.
I thought he played him really well, main character guy. Get his name.
In the TV show or the movie?
Yeah, TV show.
Yeah, the TV show guy was great. They should have moved him over to the movie.
Yeah.
He could run. That was the thing. When he ran, he actually ran, and it looked like he was running. When you had Ezra Miller running, his was sort of like just kind of
everywhere. When I watched the first film before the Snyder cut, when they made him out to be a pussy, I was fuming. I was like, why have you made him out to be an absolute pussy boy? And then at least in the Snyder cut, he actually saves the day and reverses time with that. You'll think, that's more like it. That was a bit more like it. Whereas the other one, it was like, what the hell? I was fuming when I saw that.
Yeah, strange. It's a shame because Ezra Miller looked good. It was just not great. And I didn't like that Flash movie. There were bits of it I liked, other bits I didn't like. I hated the costume. That costume of the giant welly boots that he had on, and it just it was there.
So I think the worst. I don't think it was that bad. I quite enjoyed that film, but Ezra Miller was just an unlikable Flash. I was like, I'm supposed to like the Flash, and I just didn't like it. The story I thought was alright. Some of the stuff that happened in it was cool, but it's like if it was the TV show Barry Allen, it would have been so much better. I just couldn't get past the fact that Ezra Miller was really unlikable. I was like, I don't want to see him succeed now because he's a knob.
Yeah.
Did you watch Flash? Did you ever watch the actual cartoon films like Flashpoint?
The animated films are really good.
Yeah, the animated films are really good. The Warner Bros. ones.
Yeah, they did.
If you haven't watched them, everyone watches them.
Okay, I'm gonna stop being a dictator now. I'm gonna give the chat the chance.
Give them a chance.
Let us know what you want next. Would you like to have Blunners quiz or Timmy's tanks? We'll let you guys pick. We are a democracy, so the first one saying Timmy's tanks or Blunners quiz.
I've got one vote for quiz.
Quiz.
Got one vote for tanks.
Quiz. There we go.
Question.
Right.
Quiz.
Quiz takes
what
it.
Quiz?
Yeah, going quiz. Yeah.
Quiz.
Yep.
Oh, right, you've voted twice for quiz. That's a bit cheeky, but we'll allow it. Yeah. Oh, Alice Lowe said quiz.
That's okay. And we get a jingle for the quiz as well from the fantastic Dave Newland. Here we go.
Let me just quickly find it.
You're getting quizzy.
It is. Oh no, wait, that's the music.
That's the
Where's my intro?
Here we go.
It's time for Blunners quiz.
I'll do it again, quick.
Just so you can hear the.
Do you know what time it is? It's time blunners quiz.
Hooray! Over
Right,
to you,
so
boys.
let's hand over to moi. Let's move over to Blunners Quiz. Guess the year's best-selling games. So it's that time. What we do is we guess. There's a top 10 of a certain year. The guys have to get at least a top 5. They have 3 lifelines. Last time, I think I gave them an extra one with the chat. But the year I've gone for is the year 2005. What I do is I just give them a little bit of background of what was out at that what kind of consoles were out at that time. From here, I've got the PlayStation 2, the Nintendo GameCube, the OG Xbox. And Nintendo DS were the main consoles that were out at that time. So the year we are in is 2005. So the top 10 best-selling games from that year.
I'm struggling to think.
Should we do our first start off with FIFA? Because we normally get a couple in there straight off the bat if we go for those.
FIFA 06, wouldn't it be? Something like that.
FIFA 06
Let
and
me-
6.
Yeah, hang on. I've just got for some reason it's giving me like the best games, as in like the best score,
Right.
and that's not what I wanted. I wanted the best selling games.
Selling games.
Yeah, what the hell? So give me a sec. What's that about? So just quickly think what you reckon it will be then, and I'll write it in.
I think we need to go with the sports game. It's either got to be FIFA or Madden, hasn't it? Because it's always FIFA or Madden.
Also thinking the first game that came to mind when we talked about OG Xbox 20 years ago is Fable. It's Fable out in 2005. Not sure. The suggestions here by Seams, God of War and Resident Evil 4. In fact, I think I saw Resident Evil 4. Oh, yeah, Mike said Resident Evil 4 as well. So,
Yeah,
yes.
Resi 4 was that 05?
Well, the chat seems to think so.
I'm assuming it is.
I mean, I'm happy to trust the chat because I think in the past we've failed and blunders have been going, the answers are in the chat. I think we need to trust the chat here.
All right,
Okay,
so should we go for
hang on
Resi
a
4 as the first one?
Yeah, let's wait until Blunders. Let's go
Because
FIFA
it's
06 and Resi 4.
Ah,
There we go, found it. Right, so where are you going for?
we're going to go for Resi 4.
Resident Evil 4. So you have AKA Biohazard 4. Came out on the Nintendo GameCube and the PlayStation 2. It sold 500,000 in Japan. And it says here it's unknown United States and unknown in Europe, but worldwide it sold 3,000 units and it is number 6 on my list.
Nice.
So
Number
you
6.
have 1 out of 10 now.
Thank you very much, chat.
Should we go FIFA 06 as well then? That was one of our.
Yes, because it's always FIFA, and failing that, we'll go with the Madden. So let's go FIFA first. FIFA 06.
So, FIFA is not on the list. So that is
Ah.
Ooh. Now, we've had some suggestions here for Pro Evolution Soccer instead, or ISS. Which one was that again?
International
ISS
Superstar.
pretty much
Yeah,
the
that's the
same.
one.
Pretty
It's
much the
just
same. Them
soccer.
two. I mean,
But I know that Pro Evo was kind of like back into that was like the competitor of FIFA, wasn't it? It's like a lot of people I know that do like football games would say like, oh, 1 year FIFA would be better, and then the next year Pro Evo would be better, and it seemed to flip flop a lot. So I don't know whether Pro Evo was a better one in 2005. Also, Gran Turismo 4 has been suggested by Toxo and Dave Newland, and I think that was the right year. So yeah, I might say Gran Turismo 4 is one.
Okay. I want to push the boat and say Madden, because it's always Madden. We're still in that Madden era, aren't we?
so
I want to lock it in.
Final
Madden
answer?
06.
Lock it in.
So Madden NFL 06. It was released on PlayStation 2, Xbox OG, and GameCube. It sold a total of just under 4.5 million units, and that comes in at number 2
Number 2.
So you have number 6 and number 2, and 1 life gone.
6 and 2. What?
Can we do Gran Turismo 4 then next? Because I think
Yes.
that's going to be on there.
Go for that. Go on.
A
Go
couple
for
of
that.
guys in the chat have said that. Trust the chat.
So Gran
Trust-
Turismo 4, you locking it in?
Yeah, Gran Turismo 4, lock at them.
So Gran Turismo 4 only came out on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
It sold 1 million units in Japan. It sold 1.5 million units in the United States. And worldwide, it sold 5 million units. You have number 1, Gran Turismo
Number
4,
1.
selling
Nice.
game of 2005.
Wow.
Thank you,
You've got
chat. That is
3.
appreciated.
You need 2 more.
See.
Hot dang.
Yeah.
San Andreas. Was
I-
that 2005?
I don't think so. I think it was either the year before or the year after.
If it was the year before, it might still have been a good selling game the following year.
Ah,
So you've had that happen
don't-
before where games have been in the top 10 that came out the year before.
we
I'm just trying to
have.
think what I was playing at the time because I can remember I was in my student house and I know that we played a lot of San Andreas. And
That was
Fable.
when I know was the DS out by this point.
Yes, I think so. So there might be a Pokemon game in there as well. What DS games?
There's always a
'cause I-
Pokemon game.
What was the Pokemon games in the DS era?
Ah,
Was it
black,
Emerald and Pearl, Black and White. Which one was
black and
it?
white.
Well, Mike said 2004 was San Andreas, so we might be
Okay.
We might be right. We might be too early for that. What do we go
What
for?
about? Was there? Oh God, no. We've tried Nintendogs and that sort of thing. We got that once.
No. I think Pokemon will be a good shout. I think a GTA game. I
don't
think GTA
think it
3
is.
was too further back. I don't think it would be GTA 3. San Andreas was the year before. Then
What
maybe.
year did the DS come out? Because that's going to really, that will change. I think what game.
Oh yeah, when was like Mario Kart DS out? Or Mario Kart or Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, too soon for new Super Mario Brothers on the DS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Mike
Yes.
said Brain Training as well. That was quite
Yes.
popular.
Yeah, brain training. Yeah, I loved brain training. Everyone used to do
When
that.
did
Like
it?
Sudoku.
I wonder if that actually worked because I used it. It said, "Oh yeah, if you play a bit of brain training every
I'm
day,
still thick as shit.
you get smarter and stuff." I was like, I played it every day. I don't think it helped me at all. Oh, WWE! Here Comes the Pain. That is one of my
that was a
favorite
great
games.
game. That's
That's my
a
favorite.
great game.
One of my favorite wrestling games of all time. Was it in the top 10? Now? Was it in the top 10?
I
Kind of got to lock something in, boys.
Yeah,
I
what are we
want-
gonna go for then?
I want to say Mario Kart.
Yeah, what Mario Kart DS?
Yes.
Okay, let's go for it. Mario Kart
Locking
DS.
it in.
Mario Kart DS. Yes,
Have to
Mario
lock
Kart
it in.
DS. Let's do this.
So Mario Kart only came out on the Nintendo DS. It sold in Japan 836, just under 1 million. So in total, it sold 3 million. It came in at number 5 on the list.
Oh, nice, nicely done.
And you have one more left.
I didn't think
We've
it would
got
be
one
that
more
high.
left to find.
Yeah, Mario Kart DS.
Trying to think,
Oh,
what was
3
I
million.
playing?
3
'Cause that was
million
a-
DS, mate.
That was during a
That
time
was
where I used to
a great
trade in games to get the latest thing that was coming out. So I was kind of
I
up to
was
date
right,
with new
Craig.
releases at that point in time, 2005. So what was I buying?
I give up.
Um,
They need what? Shims, they only need one more, mate. They need one
more.
more.
I'm trying to think. So I think Here Comes the Pain was earlier. I don't think Here Comes the Pain was 2004. I think that was sooner because I think I already had that before I went to uni. Because I can remember
Yes.
having it at home.
Colin, we have thought Pokemon, but we don't know what
Which one?
would have been out at that
Yeah,
time.
in the chat, let us know the names of them because I think it's either going to be Pokemon, like the Emerald and Pearl or something, or is it Sapphire and Ruby, whatever. I don't know. Or like Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. I only really need like red, blue, yellow, and green. After that, I was like, I don't really know.
I think because we had a hit with it before. There's a part of me that wants to say Nintendogs because I remember that being massive on the DS.
It was.
I remember that.
There was a
being
loads of different ones, wasn't there? There was like
absolutely
loads of different dogs you could have. So it looks like Tamagotchi, wasn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
rabbit's nose.
I'm also thinking PlayStation. What God of War came out around that time? Because when was the first God of War? I'm trying to think what they're called. I had one on the PSP.
We have to put a timer on, boys.
Okay, right.
Pick.
Pokemon.
pick.
Can we go? What does anyone in the chat know the name of the Pokemon games on the DS? We just need the Pokemon blank.
Yeah.
Because I reckon that's got to, because Pokemon's appeared on the list quite a lot. If there's
Yeah,
a
you need
Pokemon
one more, don't you?
not that year, it's normally on there.
The only one I know was definitely on the DS was Black and White.
Okay. Should we go with Pokemon Black?
Let's let. Oh, is that no? As in, don't say Black and.
Yeah,
Fuck
someone
it.
said
Pokemon
here,
Black.
yeah, was it Black and White? Yeah, so Pokemon
Yes, Black and White. Okay, Pokemon Black and White. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Oh,
Yes.
Alistair said 2 early, so we might be.
So, Pokemon Black and White is not on the list. That's one life gone.
Bugger.
So you've got you've got one life left. You only need to get one more.
What have we had so far? Can you give us a rundown?
So you have had Gran Turismo 4
Mm-hmm.
at number 1. Number 2, Madden. You've also had Mario Kart DS. And what was the other one you got? Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
So they're your 4 you had. You still need to get from 7 downwards. You haven't got any of them.
It's kind of like late in the day PS2, isn't it? Because Xbox was out by then. When did PS3 come out?
Oh,
Is it
PS3
not
was
after
really
that?
late to the party.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, how long after 2005 did PS3 come out?
Ah, I've got. I want to say Nintendogs.
How
Well,
many?
I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
but how many lives have we got left? See, it
One.
seems the same God of War. I've suggested God of War. Was it just the first one?
You've got
God of
one
War.
life left.
I
God of War
I'm
2006.
get one.
Oh, was it 2006 though? Oh,
Mike Holton saying, "Yeah, God of War 2006."
we're all saying PS2 in that era. I kind of want to say I don't know what year it came out, but I'm thinking about Fable on the Xbox. That was when
Fable
the
was a
original-
launch title, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it? When did the Xbox come out? Fable. Also, maybe something like Kingdom Hearts 2.
We said
Kingdom
a sports
Hearts.
title, didn't we? We went with Madden.
Yeah.
FIFA wasn't on it. Pez has come up a couple of times. We've said a few people have said Pro
Yeah,
Evolution.
Yeah. Okay, so Mike said PS3 is 2006 and God of War was 2005. So it's PS3 came out in 2006. So 2000. Yeah, you think God of War is 2005. This is 2005 is the year, isn't it? Shall we go with God of War maybe?
We can try God of War.
A few people in the chat have said God of War. If we say something else and we're wrong, we'll be kicking ourselves if chat got it right again. We didn't listen to them. Listen to the chat.
Okay.
Right. God of War.
Locked in.
Logged in. God of War.
You are out. So you were there. You were nearly there, but not. So 4 is not on there. So I'll give you the rundown. So Gran Turismo 4 was number 1 with 5 million units. Madden NFL 06 was number 2 with 4.4 million units. And Ollie, Nintendogs was number 3.
No, I'm so sorry.
4.1 million. Triangle talked you out of it.
Nintendogs.
Yeah. Number 4 was a Pokemon game, but it was Pokemon Emerald. And it was 3.2 million units. Number 5 you got, which was Mario Kart DS with 3 million
Back
units.
in here.
Number 6 was Resident Evil 4 Biohazard for 3 million units. Number 7, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
When I
2
thought that was
million
years
units.
before. I love that game. Battlefront 2.
Number 8 was another game you were in and I, and that was in the chat. Pro Evolution Soccer 5 with 2 million units. Number 9 was Animal Crossing Wild World on the Nintendo DS with
What was the,
1.8 million units. And number 10 was Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith with 1.6 million units. So,
what was the Pokemon game that was in the list?
Emerald.
Emerald. Oh, I think I said
That wasn't DS, though,
Emerald.
was it? That was,
Oh, no, it's the PAL Emerald.
Yeah,
that was Game Boy Advance.
Game
Oh,
Boy Advance.
really? But it still sold well in 2005.
Yeah.
I guess you could play GBA games on your DS.
So it done.
Oh, I can't believe.
It done 1.7 in the United States. It done 1.2 in Europe, and it only done a measly. I don't know whether that's because they must have had it earlier in Japan. It was about 300,000.
Bugger.
Right.
But yeah,
Bloody Nintendo.
That is Blunners quiz.
Ah, good year.
Did God of War
year.
at least come out in 2005? Was that right? Was it the right year?
Let's have a
I
look.
don't know.
God of War.
That is it for.
Do you know what time it is? It's time for Blunners quiz.
Super duper.
Yeah, the first
yes,
God of War game released PS2 in 2005. Well, it should have sold more.
And then
I
we
don't
would have.
really remember. Yeah, but I don't think it
More
done
than Nintendogs.
I don't think it done that well because I don't remember even. I picked it up later, like all the God of War games on PS2.
Shems is asking who won. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
technically,
I did.
Blunners
Blunners
is the winner. And as a member of RGR, we all win. It's like a participation medal.
TVG.
Right. Let's so we spice this up with a bit of Timmy's Tanks.
Timmy's Tanks.
Yeah.
Timmy's Tanks. Do you want to play?
Have we still got the intro for Timmy's Tanks on here?
Play the intro. I'm going to load up this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Have we still got it?
Yeah, I'll do it while he's loading up.
Honey, have you seen the cat? What the fuck was that? That's right, kids. It's time for Timmy's Tanks. Only on
Retro Gaming Revival.
I'm just trying to find it.
We're gonna have to go through. We're gonna have to go through all of our intros and everything. We just wanted to get that rebrand in there as quickly as humanly possible, didn't we? Okay.
Right.
Oh, we've got to wait for the noises out.
You're getting sound on that at the moment.
Nope.
Because it didn't give me the option. It didn't give me the option to choose sound. Let me stop presenting again. I present. Is it share
We can make the noises for you if you want.
Yeah.
Share screen two. Where's the option? I don't know what isn't letting me.
Let's change the old. Let's change the banner. Where are we at?
Yes. Are you getting that now? You getting beeps?
No,
I'm just
no
getting your
beeps.
clicks. No
Oh.
beeps.
Why are you not
Oh,
getting it? Let me
dear.
try one more time then. Present.
Oh dear, triangle. What's going on?
I don't know
Present
what. It's not letting
with
me do
sand.
it. Yeah, I can't see. Present or invite. Share
Yeah,
screen.
you need to turn the
The
volume up.
option is not there. No, the option to share sound just isn't there.
No. Oh no!
Normally
No,
it's
so-
there.
Because it's in a different window.
I don't know.
Because if you go if you go Chrome tab, it should be there. But you're not playing it in Chrome tab, are you? You're playing it in a
Playing it in an
window.
emulator. Right. Total Video
Everyone.
Games goes first. Hit any key to start or escape to the menu. If you're
So-
using your tanks, you enter in
just-
the go on, no, you explain, Ollie.
I was going to say, yeah, just before we dive in, yes, anyone that's not played Timmy's Tanks before, you guys are the chat and we are the TVG. You have these two little tanks on the screen here. You have to say what incline and what velocity you want the tank to shoot at. We have to get them over the hills and we have to try and take each other's tanks out. So, yeah, let's all have a Timmy's Tank.
That sounds dreadful. Right. Right. So,
What are we doing?
What do you want to go
TV.
for? It's quite. We got a steep incline here. I'm
We have.
thinking 70 or 75.
Yeah, it's got to be about
80.
70, innit? We'll go 70.
Do you want 70 or 75? I'm thinking maybe
What do you reckon,
75.
What do you reckon, Ollie?
75, and let's give it some welly.
75
sure?
with some welly.
Tim was wrong with Nintendogs.
I know. I'm the trust is broken.
I'm not going to let that down. That's going to.
What's the velocity?
I might
It
buy
will
you
come
a
up.
copy
What
of
do you reckon?
Nintendogs now.
Do you reckon 50 or 60? That's the starting point.
Should we do 55? Let's meet in the middle.
Yeah.
You have
The
to do that,
wind's
right?
8 miles an
75,
hour, yeah.
55, and then
Right.
chat. Let us know you're going from right to left. Right. Tally ho!
Wait for it.
Oh, good incline. Good incline.
Oh,
But it's
not a bad incline, is it?
Not enough welly.
Boom.
Not
Oomph.
enough welly.
Right. So Toxo has entered 80.75. Let's put that in.
80 incline. 75.
Ooh, we've had a few come in.
But the people saying 40 is like, yeah, but you're going against
Shoot
the
against
wind.
the wind, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go the first one
see.
entered, which is 80.
You're pissing in the wind.
80, 75.
75. And then we'll take. I won't
75.
give us a chance to see the outcome of this shot before entering in new ones for next turn. Right, 80, 75. Tally ho! Oh, that's
Ooh,
really
that
high.
is.
going
Oh,
up.
it could
Good.
land on us.
Where is it?
Uh-oh.
Where's it coming down?
Where's it going?
Where's it coming down?
I've
Oh.
just had a trouser accident.
Ooh, okay.
Somewhere in the middle. Odd.
That's-
oh, we've
that's
lost Timmy's
similar-
Oh,
time.
nice. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I'm just trying to get our music up.
Ah.
Ah,
No, we've
Bring it
changed
back.
colour and everything.
There we go. It's back. Right. So, do we think 75, but then more oomph, maybe 65?
65. Let's go with that.
Ding, ding, ding. I had to try and put the music on.
Chocks away.
Oh,
It's looking better.
Is it good?
come on, come on.
Oh,
Oh,
too much
We
welly.
got your chat.
yeah. I
You
think
gotta
you
make us
need.
step.
You're gonna need to get us this round because I reckon we've got chat in the next turn. Let's have a look. What are you gonna say?
So what did they say last time? 80, 75.
80, 75 last time.
So the
so
incline
let's
was
see.
okay.
I think the incline was quite high though. We'll take the next one that pops up. Right, Seam says 73, 75.
Okay.
73.
Damn, you seem so
75.
good.
Chops away.
Uh-oh. Are we about to have a trouser accident there? Where is it?
Oh, no, good side.
Too
Sorry,
much juice.
back, though.
Just a
Too
bit
much.
too
Right.
much juice.
So, do you reckon 75, 62?
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very precise.
That is
62.
precise, yeah.
Tally ho! Oh, they're in trouble now. Look out.
Kaboom!
Direct hits.
He's on fire!
In 3
Here we
shots.
go. Best of 3.
Best of
Let's do
3.
this.
Yeah.
So chat go first on this one.
It depends. It's random, I think. No, we go first again.
Oh, let's see
And we are-
first.
We
Oh
are
my
on
God.
the left again. Right.
We're on the left again. You don't need to go that high on this one, do you? Or do you want it to drop
No.
down on his head? But we're pissing in the wind.
I don't know.
We're
It's
pushing into the wind
difficult,
now.
isn't it? Because even if it's not got a lot of incline, if you give it too much welly, it's just going to shoot straight off
Yeah.
the screen.
I reckon 40, 50.
40, 50. Okay, let's
What do you
hit
reckon?
40, 50.
He'll never know where I hid the cookies.
Oh, I can hear the beeps.
Oh, right, yeah.
Beep, beep,
Only
beep, beep, beep.
really lightly, though.
It's probably picking up from my microphone. Right. Tally ho!
Oh,
We can hear it. We can hear it a tiny bit.
Oh, nearly one and done. Right, so Dave Nealon said 40-40 as the first one in. So shall we go?
let's
Right.
go for Dave Newland's 40-40. Dang.
They've got the wind in their favour, so this could be it. He could have us for this one.
If it misses the top of that mountain,
right,
this
40
could be
40
it.
from Mr. Newland. Off we go.
Oh, not enough
Oh,
mustard.
Dave,
Oh,
that was close.
right. What are we going to do? 40.
Tiger,
48.
Pod. Tim, did you ever play a game called
No.
Pod?
To be honest, I will look it up because I don't remember what the BBC Micro games I had were actually called.
Tim's the BBC Micro man.
I can't because it's so long ago. I don't remember what the name.
We just
of the
need a
actual
little
was.
less, don't we? And this is
Right. So is it 40 and then maybe 48 or
Five.
something? Do you reckon?
45.
45. 45? I think that's a bit too much. So you literally landed right behind them. I reckon 40, 48.
yeah. All right then.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
willing-
for that?
never live-
I'm willing to trust you.
Never live it down.
I got to make up for the Nintendogs incident.
Yes, you do.
Oh my god! Earn back Ollie's trust. There's so
Everyone's
much on the
playing
line.
Pod there. Oh!
For the love of Nintendogs.
I genuinely didn't think that was going to hit. I thought it was going to be just shy. Hot dang. There will be
Okay.
more Timmy's tanks in the future. Don't worry. There will
off
be
next
plenty of chances for a Timmy tank.
I'll be looking
Just
at
have
Pod
to-
in the meantime. Now.
You just got to keep with us, and we will go. So we can talk about a movie that I've not seen, but I am excited to see. My son has seen it. We could talk about some free games that people may want, or we could do this day in gaming. What are we feeling?
What are
do
we
people want?
feeling?
What's the chat want?
Go on, chat. Hit us. What do you want? Do you want this day in gaming? Would you like us to chat about a particular movie that's come out, or would you like to hear about some free games which might be worthwhile?
What's going to be?
Is the movie Einecraft? It
No.
might be Einecraft.
Might rhyme with it though. Might rhyme with Einecraft.
Oh yeah, did you see Alistair's launched a game on the N-Gage called Parasite Pack?
I did, and you know what?
Yeah,
I
that's cool.
really want it purely because it's cool as fuck. It's made me want to get. I've said many times. I think even at the last Bristol VGE, I said I cannot get any more systems. I'm just going to collect for the systems I've got, and then you bloody release a game on the N-Gage, and then I'm just going to have to look at getting an N-Gage now, aren't I? Shocking behaviour. Al, stick the link in the chat if you've got a link for people to see it.
I'm glad you did a follow-up video afterwards because you announced it on April Fool's Day. I was like, is he having us on that this is on the N-Gage? And it's true. It's a real thing you can get on the N-Gage.
We've got free games.
Free
Free
games.
games.
We want
Let's go to free games
Yeah.
then.
Get them
This is
free
a shame.
games up then.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm
Sorry,
share
Handing
the
it
screen.
over. Hand it over to
Triangle is
Tim.
the man.
Yeah,
So Triangle is
okay.
the man who has all the free games because he won't pay for them. He is the main man.
Because if you're frugal and stingy like me, you will want to see what games are free. So that rhymed. You didn't intend for that. That might be.
That was amazing.
So, if you're part of the Facebook group, I post these in the group whenever I come across some free games, and I've been sharing them. So do join the Facebook group if you want to see more. I'm just going to go through these in order. See what we think they look like. This one, not really my kind of game. This is like your battle royale. It's called One Map, and it is a PvP sort of battle royale map game. It's not really my kind of jam, but it's for a free one. But I think a lot of these sorts of style games are free. So we'll start off with that one. So moving on. This is called Echoes of Elysium Airship Builder.
Ooh.
And that is quite cool. You like building an airship.
Yeah, that's lovely.
This is unleash your creativity in the Echoes of Elysium Airship Builder. Craft and customize your airship ahead of the game's release. Echoes of Elysium is an airship survival RPG set in a procedural world where you'll gather resources, design, build, and fight to survive in your full custom airships. So this looks like it's a pre-release sort of first look. So I don't know if later it will become a paid-for game, but it's currently free to play this version of it. We then got Goothetic, as in aesthetically pleasing. It's Goothetic. So this
okay.
looks like a first-person shooter with lots of ooze and goo. So that could be quite fun. Look at that. You got a bit of running on the walls.
Yeah.
You got some paintball gun type weapons by the looks of it, and like a giant pink
High five.
hand to slap paint the stuff.
Slapping hands.
So, yeah. So arm yourself with sticky boots, a small pistol, and the titular goostetic grappling prosthetic to swing, slide, jump, boost, and shoot your way out of a twisted and abandoned scientific facility, escape captivity, and evade slime mutations in this fast-paced action platformer. There you go. There we go.
Aesthetic. I like the look of that. That does look
Aesthetic.
good.
It does look quite nice.
I agree
This
with
one
that.
is
Fantastic. Right.
Crown of Chaos. This looks really cool. I'm not played this yet because I literally got it today.
Oh,
But
really
this
good.
looks cool. That looks quite nice for a freebie.
I
It
like
looks
that.
very cool. Immerse yourself in the atmosphere of a gloomy streets of an old city where something sinister lurks around every corner, and your only salvation is your 2 trusty katanas. Fight creepy monsters and hone your fighting skills to survive as long as possible in this battle of endurance. So that sounds
It's like the
pretty fun.
lady out of Walking Dead, doesn't it?
It does,
does.
for shown. It
For
also gives me Nightmare Creatures vibes from the PS1.
Yep.
Which is quite
I
a
see
fun game. Running around hack and slash. That could be worth, but that is currently free. Again, I think there's a mixed bag of some games are temporarily free, some games are always free, some games are kind of like not finished yet and early access ones. Yeah, that looks pretty fun. I think this is probably my favorite one out of the bunch this time.
Nice.
Got Rush Ultimate. So this is a car game. So this is reach the flag, complete the race, and don't touch anything. 24 areas to dominate and enter your name in the global leaderboards. So yeah, don't touch anything. So you got little remote control cars, and if you touch something, you explode.
That I am
No,
all
that's-
in on. That is
that
the
looks
kind of thing
rock
for
as
me
hard as nails.
that I love these sorts of games because it is all
cut
about
off.
it's all about skill, isn't it? All about
Yeah.
being able to figure out the land. Ah, man. Rush
That's fun.
Ultimate. I think
So
I
you
want
can-
that.
Yeah.
Give that a go. And again, I'm trying to play all these on the Steam Deck. So far, I've not had any issues with these sorts of games. But now this one caught my eye as well. This is Accent DX, because look at that lovely retro
it's-
pixel art style.
That's great.
Crashed on a desolate but mysterious planet, you find yourself eye to eye with an ancient civilization. Explore the planet, find powerful upgrades, and fulfill your destiny. So that sounds to me, I've not played it yet, but that sounds like a Metroidvania game.
It does.
If you've got to go around, getting power ups and finding your way around the planet.
Yeah, I might have to look into this one.
Yeah, it's got a nice little pixelated art style as well. I like that. Very nice.
Yeah, it's good. Yes.
Next up, we have got
Really?
Twilight Tales Hollow Store. So while trying to avoid the dangers of working the night shift at a store deep in the forest, you'll also make decisions that shape the fate of the story. This has got some real Five Nights at Freddy's vibes to me, manning a store at night. But you have customers by the looks of it.
The looks of things, but it said
Grand.
Twilight Tales. I was sort of like is it gonna be like Edward Cullen after his missus has now left him. She's left him for the werewolf now, so he's
And now
taken
he's
up
working
nights.
working nights at a gas stop shop.
Yeah, he doesn't want anyone to see him sparkle, so he's taking to
No.
work in the night shift at the local 7-Eleven. Other convenience stores are available.
Are available.
And the last but not least, we've got Etherburn, another sort of hack and slash looking game. So Etherburn is a Souls-like action adventure. Players hero resurrected in a mysterious and interconnected dungeon. Explore and face intense duels as you fight your way to freedom.
Super
So
duper.
there you go.
That is a cracking little selection of games there, Tim.
Yeah, so they don't all look like AAA titles, but they look like they might be a bit of fun. So if you've got some spare time, you want some games, they're currently free. So I've been keeping an eye out for these little freebies that pop up on Steam, so I can add to my Steam Deck library as I play through some. There you go. But yeah, if you want to see more of those, I can keep posting them, and we can add this to one of our features on the upcoming Steam Deck podcast.
Indeed. So
right.
there's a bit of insight for people there. At some point, we are going to be bringing the Total Steam Deck podcast. It's in the works. It's in the works.
Yeah. We
have
song, don't we, David?
Yes, we have mentioned it briefly before, so it wasn't an exclusive.
Nah, unfortunately,
We haven't talked about it much yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have a quick natter about the Minecraft movie, because it's a gaming movie. It's out. It exists. By and large, have either of you two seen it yet?
I'm booked in on Wednesday to see it. So, but there is some, shall we say, backup copies going around, which are more than capable of watchable. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But I'll have to see it. My daughter wants to see it.
My son is he was the perfect age for Minecraft when it hit the 360. So Minecraft is one of his things. He's really he adores the game. So he's 22. Him and his mates all went to a late night showing of the launch night. And I think his words were, "Yeah, it's pretty shit, but I wasn't bored." So I think he just said, "Yeah, the comedy from Jack Black." I think some of the jokes he thought were funny. Like it's almost like it knows what it's doing. It knows it's in that ether of so bad it's good type sort of territory.
It's a bit self-aware. You kind of gets away with it a bit more then.
Yeah, and I think it is to a degree. It maybe isn't quite as self-aware as it wants to be, but it sounds like it is. It is at least self-aware. I'm having to run mainly off of what Trav has said because I trust his judgment on most things. And he said it was good fun because the audience already knew the gag lines. So there's a lot of trends online now with kids turning up at the screenings, and whenever certain lines are said, everyone in the audience gets up and yells the line at the screen. So it sounds, this is exactly it, Al. So it sounds like it's becoming a bit of an event for people to go to and sort of interact with. So I know one of my local cinemas has sent out an email to people that are on the register list basically saying, don't turn up and do all these trends because you'll be ejected from the cinema. And you're like, fuck.
You think with things like that, they would have different screenings?
Yes.
So my mate's just seen it and he said that people were clapping at certain parts.
Yeah.
You're allowed to clap and cheer in a film movie theatre though, aren't you? It's like there's certain bits you get a reaction from being in a large audience if something shocking happens. But
yeah,
I mean, I think they should have separate screenings. Be like, right, in this screening you're allowed to do the cheering, and in this screen you're not allowed to. It's like when things like was it when Wicked came to the cinema? There's probably a lot of people that wanted to go and wanted to sing along, and there's other people that don't want people to sing along. So I want to watch the film. So do both. Be like, right, if you want to do a sing along version, that's at this time in this screen. If you want people to shut up and watch the film, go to this screen, and then everybody's happy. Cater to everyone.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the numbers because I think it has actually done.
I think it's done
incredibly well.
I've seen people generally said the same things. Like it's not like a masterpiece, but it's funny and it's just a film, and people enjoyed it.
I think anyone that goes into it thinking they're going to get Citizen Kane or something of highbrow. I think it's just exactly it's a Minecraft movie.
It makes me think about the episode of South Park where Cartman dresses up as Awesome-O and pitches movies.
Yeah.
I feel like this also it's like it's Minecraft and Jack Black's in it or something, but then we also have Jason Momoa. Oh, it's amazing! Let's make it. It'll be 5 stars. So this feels to me like it's an Awesome-O job.
Awesome-O, yeah.
So
and then Adam Sandler has a dog or something.
So the runtime for the movie is 101 minutes. So it's nice, concise, hour 40-minute movie. Doesn't outstay its welcome. The budget. Anyone care to guess what the budget for this movie was?
This is a big game. Yeah. So
it's got a lot of CGI and stuff, isn't it? It's all like a rendered background, so it might be quite high. I don't know how much movies cost to make nowadays.
Got millions and millions.
I don't know, 100 million.
100 million?
Yeah, 100 million.
20 mil.
20 million. I don't know. Something between those two.
So the budget for this movie was 150 million.
I thought I was exaggerating. I thought I was going too high. I thought I was too high.
50 million.
And the box office takings, considering this came out on the 4th of April. So box office takings so far are 313 million. So I would imagine by the end of this week it would have broken even, because the box office doesn't take, or the budget, sorry, doesn't take into account all the publicity and all the advertising that it has to do. So I reckon possibly by the end of this week it's probably going to break even.
Wow.
I think that's a guarantee that we're going to get more of these.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I really am. You know, it's every now and then, and like we've talked about movies before. The only cardinal sin of any movie, in my opinion, is it being boring. I'm happy for movies to be crap, just as long as they're not boring. I want to be entertained, and you know, I've got some movies up here which aren't the best movies at all, but there's just something about them that when I saw them, I thought, you know what, I really wasn't bored and I could be in the mood for it. It's like a Big Mac. I know people have said there about the McDonald's Minecraft merch. It's like a Big Mac. You know, sometimes I just want to eat a Big Mac and fries because it tastes great. I know it's shit, but it tastes great. And I think that's what some of these movies are. They're just easy, switch off, popcorn fun. Designed to shift more copies of the game and more copies of the toys and stuff that come out with it. Yes,
so
I've got
that was
all of them.
me. Yeah, you've got them all as well, haven't you? Yeah, so I went, it came out on my birthday, and we went round to all the different McDonald's around Southampton and Eastleigh, and just happened to get all different boxes. So I was buying dinner for all my nieces and nephews and all that, because I couldn't, there's no way I could eat all these. And my wife went up and ended up getting it. And just from doing one short, this is the numbers, we've got over 65,000 views on one of my shorts. 65,000 views on a Minecraft short. So yeah,
People can't get enough of Minecraft, it seems.
can't get enough of it.
People love a bit of Minecraft.
850 likes on it though, so it needs a bit more.
Ow. I will grab mine because they're just down here, Al, and I can show you exactly what I've got. Hold on.
I didn't get the Happy Meal ones. I got the adult ones. I didn't get the Happy Meal ones. I got the adult Happy Meal ones, so I ended up getting all of them. Yeah, PS1 demos, you can't beat that.
So I managed to get the potion, which is themed like an orange soda. With the
I thought it was a chicken nugget, chicken leg when I first got it. Oh.
The soda. I've got the fries helmet, which is apparently you can buy the Jack Black toy, and this fits almost on its head. So the McDonald's fries helmet, the Big Mac crystal, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love a Big Mac. It's cool.
And then the characters are the Hamburglar as a zombie.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
That was the one I was after.
These look like the best McDonald's toys that have come out in a long while.
Yeah,
Whenever my kids get McDonald's and they choose the toys are rubbish. Like they get like cardboard out things that break easily, and they're just like, remember the Mario Kart ones in the Mario movie? They're just like cardboard slotting things. These look so much better. This is like old school McDonald's toys. Yeah,
I don't know if it's recycled plastic or something, because they stopped doing plastic in Europe. So, but even the kids' Happy Meal toys are also plastic toys. But Birdie is some sort of flying bird or something. She's
flying one, yeah.
And then the Grimace is an egg. Phenomenal. But you know, people can't really see, but like down here, like all the McDonald's Funko Pops, and I've got all the 80s McDonald's toys down there. Like I have a real affinity for 1980s and 1990s McDonald's stuff. It's a real happy era for me.
Do you have any of the little Transformer ones they did from years ago? That were
I used to have them. I used to have them all.
I had a few
yes. Wait one. We're 10 minutes over already, but wait one.
I think like when I was little, we never used to get to go to McDonald's that often, so I'd never get a full set of anything. I'd get like one or two, but I would never get like, you'd have to go every week, wouldn't you, to get each one? But we never got to go often enough. Most
of these are from like my childhood or summer holidays when I'd go and stay with my cousins and we'd get McDonald's. So what year is this? This is 1990. So this is all some of my original stuff. So there's the
yes, and I used to have these.
Take the legs out.
It's
a dinosaur.
I had that one. Yeah, absolute classic.
What else was a dinosaur? The milkshake.
I had the chips as well.
You'd fold it out and you
Nice.
get your little dinosaur in there.
It's
They just don't
mental.
make toys like this anymore.
No.
Yeah, this was the one that Triangle Face had, the French
Yeah.
fries.
Yeah.
Fries, yeah.
Turn
Yeah.
it out like that, and you got your little character there. And then there were, I didn't get all of these ones, so these were the robots. So there's a Big Mac,
Yeah, I used to have the robot ones.
Yeah.
and he turns out, and he's
Oh, classic. And his
Big Mac.
arms come out, yeah.
Yeah.
And
the other
legs.
one
They have legs
is
as well.
the quarter pounder.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the old school polystyrene boxes. Do you remember them?
Yeah,
Polystyrene boxes, mate. How bad for the planet.
yeah. So those are all the ones I had from being a kid. Yeah, like I say, I've got a real affinity for
Wow.
80s and 90s McDonald's stuff. Predominantly the stuff that involves the characters, though, not so much the various movie tie-ins that they did or anything like that. Specifically, especially Ronald McDonald, because they just don't use him in advertising anymore because of the whole killer crown phase that went around years ago, and they just decided, right, let's just not use him anymore because they didn't want to scare children.
Nerf it.
Shocker. Anyhow, let's get to a couple of questions and then we will
Yeah, I've only got a
wind up
couple.
there. We've gone on a bit of a McDonald's tangent there.
So first one here. Some calm evening, guys. Anyone tried the patch update for Broken Sword? No, because we were talking that before we came on air. There was Zool is the latest game of the month, or highlight of the month. Sorry. Obviously, we'll cover all that next week, but I haven't yet. I haven't got Broken Sword on there. I picked it up for 90. What was it? 94p. I picked up the Steam code for the remastered version. So yeah, I couldn't bring myself to pay. Is it 25 quid because it's a
It's
giga cart?
expensive cart.
No thanks. Yeah, not for me.
No.
Anyone else?
No, I haven't picked up a new cart for a little while. I know what I want. I just need to wait. Yeah.
The one I missed getting the first generation of Steam Deck. I heard the sequel is coming second half of this year or first half of next year. Can anyone confirm or deny? I haven't heard that, but that does it need a refresh? Do you reckon, boys?
I am hearing that there are plans for the new Steam Deck to come out. There's some sort. I mean, I don't know anything about PC, so I'm just talking out my ass here, really. As someone who has a Steam Deck, I think it's brilliant. Like, get the OLED model now if you're going to get one, and then I don't think you'll be upset. But yes, I'm hearing that there is an updated one with some new chips, some new processors. Whether or not it's got a new graphics card in it or something, I don't know. But
I think the Steam Deck's got a long lifespan. I don't think the Steam Deck's going to be obsolete anytime soon. It's a very good bit of kit.
Mine's a day one. I was well annoyed when they brought out the OLED screen because I had mine. I bought mine day one. I had pre-ordered for ages, and then out of no, because they took ages in it to come out, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, by the way, your Steam Deck's going to be here tomorrow, night and this week or something. I've been dispatched. I was like, what? It was no like it had gone past the initial release date they gave, but yeah, they just automatically just came in.
I did look this up earlier when I saw the question first pop up in the chat, and it says here, at the very least, Valve is working on future new hardware. And the prospect of a sequel to the Steam Deck is ever growing, albeit without any official confirmation from Valve yet. So it is rumors at the moment. They've not officially said that they are releasing a Steam Deck 2, but it does look like they are working on new future hardware.
Watch this space. I would strongly suggest, though, Colin, if you're it was Colin that asked that question, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, if you're on the
Colin.
sorry, if you're on the fence or just thinking about getting a Steam Deck, and you have the ability to get one, just get one because it's great. You know, for what phenomenal. I use, it is really good. For what I use it for, and the types of games that I play on it, it's more than I'm ever going to need. You know, I'm not going to be playing high-end, first-party, singing, dancing games on it. That's what my consoles are for. This for me is predominantly for the indie games that just don't come to console. and the emulation side of it, the whole EmuDeck install system is just, it's breathtaking. So being able to play some of these old games, but really, really well, yeah, sold it for me. So
Also, I use it quite a bit for cloud gaming on Game Pass because I can then play my Xbox games on cloud on a handheld, which is quite nifty.
It is a bit of a beast, though. Isn't it? It's like you don't realise how big it is, but it's so well made. It is. I love it. As I said, I had it for day one. I didn't play it as much. I've got a docs for it. I ended up streaming a couple of our shows off it one time. Once you go in there and do all the nooks and cranny on the EmuDeck stuff, and you can get it playing all kinds of your backups, should we say? So that's why we want to bring. As I said, that's why we will be doing a podcast dedicated to it, because it needs some love. I think it's like, it hasn't. I don't think it's actually sold that well. So I think, but it's such a good bit of kit. I don't think it's like done. I think it's done like, I mean, like maybe like Nintendo Wii numbers, Wii U numbers. I mean, so I don't think it's actually done great in terms of sales. Maybe someone could look that up. But, but I know that it is. It's such a good bit of kit. I love it. I love my Steam Deck.
Agreed. One more question, is there?
Yeah, last one, and this one won't take us a while. Will tariffs hit Evercade from scenes? I think they're going to hit everything, mate. Like that's why the Switch has been delayed. But guys, will tariffs hit?
Yeah, I think the answer for that is, if you're in America,
Poor guys, mate,
and you're looking to add to your game collections at any point this year, especially hardware, this is just, it's not your year. Not your year at all.
What's that company called that's not doing the Evercade stuff anymore? I'm just looking it up. It was VGP. Was it Video Games? Something in America. Forgotten what it's called, but they obviously were one of the main places that you got your Evercade stuff from. They've actually not doing it now because of these tariffs that have been imposed on China. 50%, like 54% or something. Crazy.
Yeah. So, it's really expensive, and it is, we're not going to get political, because it could everybody's entitled to their opinion, but yeah, the tariff side of things, I think it's gonna make everything more expensive in the long run, but specifically for America, I think until your illustrious leader decides that these tariffs are not such a good thing, you're going to be paying some mighty high prices for your consumer electronics, as they like to call them out there.
Do you think we could buy them and sell them in there? What's it on us? 10%, isn't it? Yeah,
10% on us. I mean, it's possible, for people that we do know within the Evercade community that are stateside. There's the odd one or two people that we do converse with on a fairly regular basis.
Video Games Plus, that's it.
And if there is, something that's come out that someone's desperately after, I'm sure the community is going to be able to help each other out a little bit.
It's all retro imports.
Oh mate,
yeah.
I think
on the head of that.
It could almost have its own show. It's an absolutely bananas time to be alive right now and witness all the things that are happening around the world. First of all, it was there's a chip shortage. That stopped the the Amico from being printed out, didn't it? So and then
that's never going to see the light day, is it?
You can still pre-order it.
No way.
Still, I think last time I checked, you could buy it in our.
But they're saying if I've heard rumours of them having to pay up to £50 for that, $50 for their carts, just for one cart, which is mental. I don't really understand. It. I just understand if it's 50%. So if you're thinking, like we were saying, these Switch 2s are $450. If it's 50% of that, that is like $225 on top. So that's like $625, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's the tariff is on the company. So technically, what Trump is saying is true, but it's not. It's not.
Sticks to me ego.
Yeah, the company that sell it to the US aren't the ones that pay the import fee or the tariff. It's the importer. So the people in America will pay us for that increase, and they will then, not out of the goodness of their hearts, just swallow that money through profit.
No.
They'll just make everything more expensive. Oh,
Okay, so
bog
I
off.
couldn't
No
find it.
way.
I couldn't find it on Argos, but you can pre-order it on Amazon still.
Jesus.
Has
Wet.
it got a release date? 31st of December.
Yeah, 31st of December.
No
That's
way.
In your diary, lads.
That will always be that. And then come
Oh,
31st
I
of
reckon
December
she'll
this
chip
year.
in by one.
This item will be released on
Tommy
December.
Tank to sign it for us.
Yeah.
No, come
did
31st
like
of
that
December
walk
this
around,
year,
actually.
that will say 31st of December 20.
Right, hang on.
And it's not on Argos anymore. It used
Look
to
at
be
that.
on Argos.
It's on your
but it's
phone.
disappeared.
You've got it.
Basically, this is what they've done, didn't they? They released
Yeah,
it
they did
via
that.
like Android. So if you've got like an Android TV box, you can just do that. And then the other thing, so that's how you play it. And then there's another app on it. Let me get out of this. There's another app which is the actual controller.
Yeah.
Unreal.
See if it works.
Look at
There.
that.
And there's
There
the
we go.
controller. So look, we're playing Amico, boys.
Unbelievable.
It's mad.
Unbelievable.
Searching for an Amico, got no chance of finding one of them.
Pre-order on Amazon, mate. It's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Toxo. My favourite Amico game is called Pyramid Scheme.
Oh dear.
Oh, man. What a
You
time.
never know. You know, I'll be amazed
say
if
never.
it one day actually comes out. I'm going to do. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go through all our old footage of talking about Miko and then edit it all together. But
Chip, chip shortage was terrible for the fish shops as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, it's been a fun show this
Yeah.
evening. There's been lots of good stuff to talk about, lots of fun things. We of course will be live on Monday with the Total Evercade podcast. So do come over and join us. We'll be able to talk lots and lots of things. I'll be able to throw my 5 pence into some of the new announcements that came last week as well. And we will see you then. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It costs nothing and it helps us out immensely. As always, please hit that thumbs up button. That just lets us know that you've been here. It lets us know that you enjoy the content, and that makes us dead happy. Next Mod Cons is a week Monday, Mr. Holton, a week Monday. But yeah, continue some of the discussions in the chat, in the comment section on the bottom. We do like to read all of those. And we will see you all on Monday next week. So until then, have a splendid week.